It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the BYU Cougars, taking on last year's national champions, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Cougars ready to get this thing started and open the season. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Michigan's offense takes the field. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments. It is so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right, and tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for his senior year too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something special, and if they're going to do that, then he's obviously going to have a big year.
Punch it out of the air. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
The Wolverines will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. So the BYU Cougars offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. Dropping back, it's Whalen. Pressure coming. Fires to the big fella. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on fourth down. Trying to get it to the marker. Fighting off the defender. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
You know, I like the idea to go for it there on fourth down, too, because at this distance, it's definitely not a gimme field goal, right? So your best chances of scoring points and paying this drive off are to go for it on that fourth down, and, of course, they go out and get it.
They are ready this time. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and after that big run, the defense answers. Let's talk just for a second about BYU. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big four-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the plate.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
What a great play. Winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack, and that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming because of that dominant play right there coming from their D-line.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's got him. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. This is a designed run. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska once upon a time being in the Big...
There he goes! Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
I love it. What a play call. Going to the fullback in the running game, and he shows you that he's got some ability. This guy was a big-time high school running back, and he shows you the wiggle. He's got some ability to break tackles, and he helps his offense out.
First and 10 from their own 24-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's second and 10. Back to pass. Dumps it off in the flats. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. They'll send the back in motion. On third down, he drops the throw. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting...
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to the counter. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. On target. He gets it into enemy territory, but not quite enough for the first down. It'll be fourth down.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big third down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. It's complete to the left. And BYU will get the first down.
Nice execution by the offense on third down, understanding what they had to do to get the first down, pass complete, move the sticks, new set of downs.
Slithers into space. Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They'll keep it on the ground. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. What a great job on that kick, bouncing it out of bounds inside the 10. So here comes the Michigan offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Well, this is not what the doctor ordered in terms of starting field position. Makes the grab. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Ready to get the first down.
And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
It'll be third and long. Under fire. Caught over the middle. It's Camara. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Wants to fire on second down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
All right, that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Turning it on! And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. And the Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Those who stay will be champions, so said Bo Schembechler, and those who keep it on the ground churn out 1st downs.
Yeah, it's because it's a way of life, right? It's that physicality. It's going to be hard in practice all week. When you're at Michigan, it's going to be...
Got enough space! And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines!
Man, we know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone and the field trips. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, explode through, getting a long touchdown.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Leaves it with the running back. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Right back to it. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. The Cougars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To throw, it's Whalen. Finds his tight end. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Leaves him with the bat. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The handoff as they run the counter play here. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on 1st down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. All right, guys, let's chat about BYU. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a the time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Wants to throw on third. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Wolverines will send out the punt unit. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Nothing but punts as a result of the first three offensive drives, hoping this one gets a little more done. Looking to throw, it's Whalen. Pocket breaking down. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up in the 28. And there he is again, another sack, channeling his inner Aiden Hutchinson against Penn State.
And that is high praise when you start comparing somebody to Aiden Hutchinson. Michigan, year after year, they find these dudes, man. The guys that will get after the quarterback. Hey, let's go, big fella. Let's go for that record.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. They'll leave it with him. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on third down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm, but you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got it in the middle, it's McCoy. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Wants to go up top. Caught near the sticks. It's Hurtado. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Guys, let's chat about Michigan. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys have decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
And the Wolverines come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Quarterback keeps it. And he gives himself up, but not before he moves those sticks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wolverines are marching down the field. The inside handoff. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Kamara. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, running back gets the gift. He's now up to 70 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on 2nd down, and you see guys bleeding into the 2nd level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
And the Wolverines line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan!
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. And he's coming out of the end zone. And the returner will be knocked down. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the field.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Makes the grab deep. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to...
Oh, he's got some space. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Fights off a defender. Stopped in the backfield. Be a loss of 2.
Well, the offense is trying to go with the trick play, and they're dialing up the reverse, but the defense had great eye discipline. They tracked the football from the running back to the receiver, and they were able to rally to him and make a big tackle for a loss.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Scanning the field, it's Whalen. Here comes the heat. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times, almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down at the 11-yard line, and now is this 4-down territory, or will they take the chip shot field goal? And the field goal unit is on the field. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. Now the lead is down to 11.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David. You've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, Palmer, because it's been all gas.
Pollock, that's right. Strike while the iron's hot, too. Before this defense gets to going at halftime to potentially make some adjustments, show you some different looks in the second half. Whatever you've been doing, it's working. Keep it up. Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the quick pass. Changing on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29.
Listen, at this point, at the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. 1st downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that 3rd. I love the decision, but
breaks into the open. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it on the option.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Takes the grab. It's Camaro. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a 1st down. Clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's McCoy. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a 1st down in the waning seconds of the half. And the Wolverines in the hurry-up. Looking downfield on 1st down. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Oftentimes, defenses see empty sets, and that's when they want to dial up pressure, knowing there's no extra bodies back there to protect the quarterback. They were able to get to him on that one, and that's why the ball was incomplete.
This time he's got it. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a 1st down just outside the red zone. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Camaro. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, he'll throw it. Zings it complete to the right. Good throw and catch, takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. They'll immediately call timeout. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice. executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Ann Arbor. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the big house.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And he's going to try to return this one. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us on this very first drive.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. He's a one-man wrecking crew on this defensive front. This is the type of performance that can etch you in Wolverine lore forever.
Yeah, and it's a great lore to be etched in. Obviously, year after year, you see so many dominant guys in the trenches, and this is how it's done. You stop the run first, get them in passing situations, pin your ears back, and go put your name in those record books.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The give to the back. Look out, he's got room. There he goes. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
I would love to tell you he should have gotten the first down and slid or got down, but that's not what running backs do. They're trying to get extra plays, and I know he had the first down, but he's thinking touchdown. That little bit of extra effort, you can tell, forced the turnover, forced the fumble, defense recovers.
So here comes the Michigan offense. Sticks it in his belly. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack.
Fullbacks, a.k.a. blocking backs, a.k.a. don't touch the football very often and usually don't go far down the field, but a nice little chunk run here for the fullback. Give him the ball, reward the big fella.
It's complete on the right side. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the returner will be brought down. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Using the quick game. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Hand off to the lone back. Turning it on. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. To the air, it's Whalen. Here's the pressure. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And this defense just continues to dominate the football game. This score is lopsided. It's not looking good. But I know one thing. If you can't protect that guy, there's no chance for you to win this game or the future games.
The Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. From the gun, the running back has it. Hard running there. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Great style points on that catch, but they didn't pick up any yardage. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away.
You gotta love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch, you gave up the completion, what do? You set up 4th and long, you're gonna get the ball back, go get some water and celebrate.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game.
Lots of running room. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them. They've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
And he's brought down after a nice game. Now on first down from the 43.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent, making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. The give out of the gun. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. He now has 110 yards rushing, and he has busted the century mark in this season opener. He's got it on the move. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. The throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Camaro. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home.
What a phenomenal individual effort to getting the catch, getting the foot down in bounds. He's now setting up his offense here for a
touchdown, Michigan! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this offense said they wanted to start the year all gas and no brakes, and that's exactly what this game has shown. From the very opening whistle, this offense has been in sync. They've been explosive. Defense has had no answer for them. This unit is going to give teams problems because of their playmaking ability all year long.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Illinois is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Jeff George should never be counted out of any game. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Tulane. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him, and sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
The Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Oh, he's got some space. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars.
With the carry.
There's usually two different thought processes when I'm backed up towards my own goal line. Run it, create more space, or take a big shot and try to make a big play. And did this offense ever make a big play? 90-plus yard touchdown. That is how you do it.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point gets him a little closer at 31-10. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that.
BYU 10.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. The give on the inside. Makes it past the marker. At the 45 on his way. Finally corralled, but not before he picks up the first down.
Man, sometimes it just gets frustrating, and you've just been beat down all day. This defense hasn't had answers, but now you can't let them run the football and just run it down your throat and be physical. This defense has to do something different and find a way to make something happen.
They'll give it to him again. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. He's already busted 150 yards on the ground. Couple of big runs, and he might take aim at the Michigan record set by Ron Johnson of a cool 347 on the ground.
Wow, well, that's aggressive, Reese. That's a little ways down the road probably, but that just shows you how well they commit to the run game. Year after year, if you're a Michigan Wolverine, you're going to run the football. So, heck, it's no different when you got this guy in the backfield. I'm going to keep feeding him.
Just a short pass to the tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take this running back away.
Swings it out to the flat. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Touchdown, Wolverines! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They march 78 yards down the field, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. This drive will open from the 15. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. From the gun, the ground game. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Let's see what he can do with it. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really wrapped. Breaks into the open. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
The fullback. This takes me back to my days growing up, watching the fullback, being on the field every single play. You don't see that anymore, but the big fella gets the football. Hey, he looks like he knew what to do with it, too. Nice little pickup, little agility, little speed, but mostly a lot of just girth and strength and just grown man.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. It's complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Kamara. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He leaves it with his back. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. They'll go to the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan.
Well, they were able to come out here week 1 and really feed off the energy of this home crowd. They've been making plays all over the field. You could not ask for a better start to the season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he's going to bring it out. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here.
Lofts one high and deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be. Out. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. So here comes the Michigan offense. How about the way they... The last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse.
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't.
There he goes. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. And the Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Lets it fly deep downfield. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. The Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun on 3rd down. Grab near the sticks. It's Kamara. Out of bounds after a big pickup on the play, just a couple of yards short of the goal line.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. On the critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
And the Wolverines trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to.
And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. Inside the 40. The 30. The 20. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Cougars!
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
And he made the extra point without problem. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Ohio is getting cooked right now at home, and it's all over but the crying. A lopsided affair filled with miscues and missed tackles. They're trailing by 21 to FIU. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On the The Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking downfield, it's Sullivan. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and finally, this defense makes a play. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Bring in the heat. They got him for the sack, and now get the ball back after the 4th down stop.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
Handoff from the gun. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Running back searching for a hole. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute.
He'll take a deep shot here. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And that's why a lot of kids want to play for this coach, because they know that when they get into games, even if it's late, coach is going to let them go play ball, go have fun, take shots and try to come up with big plays. This offense right now, man, they're just having fun.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. 4th and 1 is one thing, but 4th and 2, sometimes the coaches sort of chicken out at the last minute. Not this time. They go for it and they get it.
I don't disagree. Just that 1 yard does make me think a little bit more. But, dude, I'm going for this. I work on this every single week in practice. I know I get the extra down now, so my 3rd down calls are even different. But 4th and 2, I like the aggressiveness to go get it.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Gets the back moving. To the air on 2nd down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of the explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Finds the tight end. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams and the locker rooms before taking the field. And these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
Offense in a bunch formation. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Setting up the screen. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Kamara. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Ball security going to be paramount this time, Jesse.
Yeah, and sense of urgency, too. They're trailing in this game right now.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
And the Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Whalen. Now he's going to break the pocket. Crosses the 30. Bulldozes his way through. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. And they can't make the connection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
BYU with the 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Sets up the screen. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. Offense threatening 1st and 10 from the 31. Wants to keep it in the air. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass, it's Whalen. Safe completion on the screen. Turning it on. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The Cougars are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Now from inside the red zone. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And the Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were down into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
They'll try to convert on 4th and long after giving up that big sack. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchdown and a little window dressing here at the end of the game.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect them.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game, take the W into the locker room.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Gonna run it. It's Barrett. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice game. Guys, this one's going to go down as a nice win against a ranked opponent. We didn't get the upset that many had thought we might.
No, they proved to the entire country watching this game that they are indeed the superior team. Offensively, defensively, running, throwing, whatever it is they wanted to get accomplished today in all 3 phases, David, they were better.
Yeah, and listen, at this point, I don't really care about the beauty contest. Like, your goal is to survive and advance. You played a really, really good opponent. You took care of business and continue to stay above them in the rankings, which is the only thing that matters at this point in the season.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
compelling matchup that has a throwback feel to the era when running backs dominated. One of the best matchups all season long between two elite runners colliding here today. Welcome to Athens, Georgia. We are between the hedges at Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see, last season's national champions, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. The Wolverines will kick this away to get us going here. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. So Georgia's will get the first crack on offense today. Running game that comes in on a roll. The top back, over 100 yards rushing, found the end zone multiple times. Clearly, he's going to be the focal point of the defense today, Kirk, you'd think, anyway.
Yeah, how much fun was it to watch this offense and watch him specifically, what he was able to do. Pretty much anything he wanted to do, he was able to capitalize on. Now, today, it's a different challenge. New game, new opportunity to showcase what he can do. And I think it's important that this offense show that they can do more than just run the football, because I think this defense is locked in to take him away.
Fans around the country got their eyes on this matchup, Kirk. This is going to be fun. It doesn't happen often enough in college football, an early season collision of top 5 teams.
Yeah, you love to see a test early in the year for the players and the coaches, because you find out all that work you put in the summer. You think you got a good football team, and now you get a chance to go up against one of the top teams in the country. I'm just glad we're here to witness it.
They'll try to keep the opening drive going here. It's 3rd down and 2. Catch is made. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
So we got the opening drive. We got a big 3rd down. Why not go with that quick slant? It works. It typically does work, and it's a 1st down.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. It's a short completion to the tight end. After 2nd effort, he's brought down, but he's past the marker.
Nice play-action call here by this offensive coordinator. You know, you can freeze those linebackers just for a split second. Usually that's going to give you enough room to be able to get that tight end behind them. And if the quarterback can make a nice tight throw like this, pick up some big yards.
Short throw to the back, caught behind the line of scrimmage. You'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I can see what the quarterback's trying to do here, Chris, and he gets the completion, but just no gain. There's just no room to go after the catch.
Quarterback still with the football.
It's a nice game by this offense. This quarterback has such a good feel for running the option. Whether it's handing it, keeping it himself, or pitching it, puts a lot of pressure on the discipline of this defense.
It's a keeper trying to get to the marker.
Good call here by the offensive coordinator to go with quarterback sneak here on 3rd and inches, and he's going to get the first down. It's a great time to catch the defense off guard. Get up to the line of scrimmage quickly, get the lineman down, quarterback under the center, quick snap, and
Looking downfield near the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Dogs.
blown coverage here, and the receiver's just waiting in the end zone all by himself. You won't see an easier touchdown catch than that, maybe all season.
Now the all-important extra point. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So Michigan's offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. Got a quarterback here coming off a sensational performance, Kirk. He sounded very confident when we met with him this week, but let's see if he can build on that this time.
Yeah, I think the last game that he played, he just threw the football on time. He didn't try to do too much, found the open receivers, took what the defense gave him, and as you mentioned, we had a chance to talk to him. I think that's what he's looking to try to do, not try to live up to the hype, just put together another solid performance.
And they'll stop him short of the line of game. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. The receiver makes the catch. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Offense, they're going to keep the drive alive. It's 3rd down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. It's complete. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
He goes nowhere. Stop pulled behind the line of scrimmage. And they don't block the defensive end. It shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Pass is caught. Ball carrier tackled there.
I thought the defense was in pretty good position there. They sat back and had good coverage, eyes on the quarterback, but you almost got to just give the quarterback and the receiver credit for being able to come up with that completion.
Offense facing a 3rd and short from the 41, and they make the first down and avoid a tricky 4th down decision. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Caught over the middle. It's Oliver. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. The Wolverines pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling. The shotgun handoff here. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. And it's a bunch formation. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. It's caught. And the Wolverines pick up enough yardage for a first down. Now this is the 8th play on this drive. Now they call a run. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. No gain there. This defense has been getting sliced up on the drive, but they push back that time, Kirk.
Yeah, kind of a bend but don't break mentality by this defense. They have been giving up some big chunks here on this drive, but let's see if a stop like this can give them a little bit of confidence here. Now try to pressure the quarterback on these upcoming plays. It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. On third down, he drops to throw. It's caught on the crossing pattern. Able to convert on third down. Gives them a fresh set of downs from the 22. The Wolverines with 1st and 10 here. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. On the run here, lets it go. Caught near the sticks. It's Furtado. Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. Kirk, you play quarterback. How about appreciating a receiver that runs his routes that precisely?
Chris, it's not just his route running. It's the chemistry between the quarterback and the receiver that really, I think, is unique. They put so much time into this in the offseason. By the time they get to Saturdays, you can close your eyes and make your throw. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. And the PAT is good. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking, move right down the field for a touchdown. Dropping back, it's Davis. Looking for the wideout. He fires this throw and is intercepted. Not a long return, but the important thing that they wipes out his scoring threat. The offense will take over from the 29.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. And the fullback gets in on the action with the carry. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Caught in the backfield. It's Oliver. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Quarterback in the shotgun here on 3rd down. Snags the quick throw. That gain moves the ball to the 17. 1st down.
Well, when you play zone defense on 3rd down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the 1st down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position. The Wolverines pick up enough for a 1st down. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
A pretty good push up front here by this offensive line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. And it's caught. He lays out to make a diving grab near the sideline. Bites into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
Now the important point after attempt. The extra point makes the lead 14-7. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone and begin the drive at the 25. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. He's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
I'll tell you what, man, this defensive speed is electric. Great job of running to the football. Nowhere to go at all after that throw.
So it's 2nd and long at the 20. Back to throw. It's Davis. Running back has it on the screen now. And they bring him down. Blocker has not much help on the screen there. He's short of the first down.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback and it also can be covered. Many times, the quarterback just throws it away. Here they get some positive yards.
Finds his man. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Just outstanding combination of quickness and strength here by this Michigan defensive lineman. Makes me think of Aiden Hutchinson, who, of course, played here recently. Going back to guys like Rashawn Gary, Lamar Woodley, Frank Clark. Great tradition of Michigan defensive linemen on full display right now.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Just standing there, gets hit again.
Chris, that's another sack for this guy. That's back-to-back plays. This guy's been able to get to this quarterback. Man, he is in a zone and feeling good right now. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm either rolling away from that guy or you got to think about double-teaming him just to keep him out of the backfield.
Looking deep down the left side. It's incomplete. This efficient offense doesn't convert on 3rd down this time. Dogs will have to kick this away. And the offense will punt for the first time this afternoon. See if he can make something happen with the return. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. So here's the first play of the drive. They're set up at the 43. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
Timeout, Michigan.
The offense will line up, chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Shotgun formation, here's an inside give. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out. And through one quarter, let's see how the quarterback stats stack up. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the 2nd quarter. first play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. And the quarterback dropping back. That's caught. It's Hurtado. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Well, the receiver does all the work here, man. That is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver, gets the separation, and at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
First down and 10 now. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Finds room at the 30. They finally stop a big play. Moves the ball to the 22.
Really nice run by the back, but I want to give credit to the offensive line there. They were able to pave the way for the first down.
Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. On first down, it's play action. Caught in the flat by the running back. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
The completion sets up a second down play. They keep him off balance with a run. They finally make the tackle, but it's going to be first and goal from the 6.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
He's looking to throw. It's the running back in the flat. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4. Looks like a man is down in the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Second and goal for the offense. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now third down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Wolverines. So the offense clicking now, Kirk, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up, prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
And they get set now to try the PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? Receiver in motion now. Dropping back. It's Davis. Looking for a man deep down the left side. And it's hauled in. What a catch. They make the stop after a huge play. Moves the ball to the 35. First down here for this offense. Handoff here from the shotgun. We've seen you're able to make the stop after a short gain.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Looking for a man. Tries to get it to the running back. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Good enough for first down yardage.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Oh, he fought hard there. Broken tackle, but brought down short of the sticks.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
tackle is made. That's a short gain, well short of the marker. Crucial third down play after that completion. Out of the gun now on third down. Caught near the goal line. Can't get to the end zone. They'll spot the ball at the 2. Here we go. First and goal. A touchdown here gets him right back into this game. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And he's brought down right at the line. They'll spot the ball still right there at the 2. Nothing on that play makes it second down and goal from the 2. And they're trying to punch it in here. And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. Kicking team out for the PAT try. PAT is good. They still trail, though. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn in the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in last possession. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
The 25 at second and 10. Can they make it a third and manageable here? They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. Out of the gun now on third down. Caught quickly. And that will pick up a first down. They'll spot it at 38.
What a nice find there by the quarterback on third down. One of the most telling stats for me at the end of the game is how you do on third down. Being a good third down team is invaluable to your team's offensive success. That's why you drill it so much in practice.
He's brought down at the 41-yard line. Brings up second down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the same runner's got it again. Oh, and he fumbles! And the defense comes up with the football.
That is tough for the ball carrier here because not only does he take a big hit, but now you're about to get an earful from your coach on the sideline after that turnover.
Hold up a second. The coach has called timeout. He may use a challenge here to have the officials take another look at that one. Heads up move by the head coach using that challenge. Officials will reverse the call on the field after taking a closer look. So now it's third and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough fourth down decision? He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Well, they finally get to the quarterback with that sack. He was already thrown 2 touchdowns in his first half, so the defense really needed that small victory for many reasons.
They'll kick it away here. And this one marked down at the 20.
They fumble on the punt return, and now some new life for this offense that just left the field just a few moments ago.
So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Scanning the field, it's Davis. Makes a quick grab. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Important second down play coming up. Oh, here comes the reverse. And the receiver goes down for a loss. The defense all over that play.
Well, the backside rules for a defense against the run are to check for the cutback, the counter, or reverse. That time they stayed home and were in perfect position and were able to stop that reverse in its track.
And he'll drop back here on third down. What a stiff arm. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Now, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
Here's the second down play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Looked over the middle, but it's incomplete. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. To throw, it's Davis. Deep shot toward the end zone. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read, puts the ball where his man can make a play on it, and they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
And the extra point was up and good. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So the first play of the drive here coming up, less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Looking to throw it on first down. Pass caught. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. Quarterback had time to look around an entire defense, and just as he's about to get hit, able to check it down to the running back, and look at the big gain. Good job by the quarterback.
They mix it up with a run.
Hat on the hat up front. Good job to open up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
A gain makes it second and medium. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. It's a quick grab. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route. You'd prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
And the Wolverines line up on 1st and 10 now. Has the first down and more. Breaks clear over the right side. Can they chase him down? And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT puts them in front by 7. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. So it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead, or play it safe. So here we go, the first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. To throw, it's Davis. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. Defense surrounds him, just a short gain on that completion. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. A completion makes it 2nd down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
He's looking to scramble. Gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8. The Dogs hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. And that one is incomplete with just 9 seconds on the clock. The Bulldogs will have to kick it away when he comes for his 2nd punt of the game. And the punt will bounce and roll out of bounds. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. They're going to run it here. Powering through. And they get him down what will be the final play of this first half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Athens. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. It's time to throw it back to our guys in the booth to start up the second half.
All right, thank you for the update, Kevin. Appreciate it. The Dogs will kick this deep to begin the second half. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. They built the lead with an efficient running game. Let's see if they can take to the air now to start the 3rd quarter. Carry here for the fullback. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. Offense trying to find a way to get this drive going. It's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down. come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Pass complete on the crosser. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39. The Wolverines begin a new series here, 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Look at this offensive line paved the way for this back on this huge run. This is the way you come out to start the second half, working with a lead.
The Wolverines pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs. First down, they're going to throw the football. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. So the offense chooses to decline the pass interference penalty, and the result of that play will stand. Off the defensive penalty, it sets up the rare 2nd and 1 scenario. And he's got it again. You make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28. This offense continues to roll. We wondered, would this defense come up with some answers at halftime? Not on that play.
No, they've tried to make every adjustment they can. This offense has been very impressive with the way they're able to keep this ball on the ground, churning out big yards. I think they're gaining more confidence, really, as this game goes on.
That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Oh, it's batted down by the defense. Great move to deny a touchdown.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Grab down the middle. It's Oliver. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout or they check him out. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Can he make it to the marker? He's stopping behind the line. That'll set up 4th down now.
This guy has been dominant all afternoon long, but that time, the defense has got to be asking themselves, where has that been? They finally get to him behind the line.
The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. This will be a 37-yard attempt. Knocks that one right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Looking to pass, it's Davis. Short throw complete to the tight end. And it's out of bounds after a decent gain.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Throwing off play action. It's complete on the crossing route. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down at the 47.
Really good route here by the receiver, but I love the quarterback's ability to look off that safety and make that throw, and that's part of the quarterback's job here when you play in Athens for this Georgia offense. They've had some great quarterbacks over the years, guys like Matthew Stafford and Aaron Murray, and more recently Jake Fromm, and of course Stetson Bennett, who won back-to-back national championships. And what they're seeing today from this quarterback, they got to be very proud of.
Fresh set of downs for the offense, first down. And here's the handoff. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Refuses to go down. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, Dogs.
That's taking advantage of a matchup there, Chris, by the quarterback finding his receiver. He puts the ball up in the air where he can make a play on it. They come up with that touchdown.
PAT up and good to get a little bit closer. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. They love to stretch the lead here with a touchdown. And has settled for 3 last time. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Catch made over the middle. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the mark.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable 3rd down play for the offense. And the flag is out before the snap. The defense may have been a little bit over-eager. Encroachment defense. Contact in the neutral zone leads to the penalty. That's good news for the offense. So the offense comes up now on 1st down thanks to that costly penalty. They'll run it here. The fullback gets the carry. Picks up the first, looking for more. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. And the Wolverines lining up here on 1st and 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Catch made on the out route. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the plus 40.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple of plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
Handoff to the fullback. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6. The play fake, he'll look to throw it. Hit as he threw. He's going deep here. And the pass is too high, out of bounds, and not complete.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
They'll face a 3rd and 6. Drop Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. It's incomplete. The defense rises up and gets the stop against this very efficient third down offense. And the coach chooses to go for a field goal attempt here. This will be about a 53-yard attempt. Let's see if he can get it there. Makes it look easy.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50 plus.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and they bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. Off the play fake on first down. He's got it in the open. They stop out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. This is turning into a monster day for this quarterback, Kirk. His passing yards now up over 350.
Yeah, and it seems like this defense has tried everything. They're blitzing, they're sitting back in zone, they're trying to double coverage certain receivers. Everything that they've tried is, unfortunately for them, not working because of how well this quarterback is seeing it and throwing today.
Running play goes backwards. Now the offense is set up at 2nd and 13. A play action, looking to throw. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. It's a short completion to the big tight end. He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down now. And the Bulldogs will have to punt this one away. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Met will bounce and go out of bounds inside the 10. Great punt to pin the offense back. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. The last drive produced 9 points thanks to an excellent long-range field goal. Handoff to the back. He passed the marker and still going. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Same tailback, another carry. Pickup is 5 yards, so it's 2nd down and 5.
That's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Now it's 2nd down here. Movement here from the tight end. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. That's a solid gain, moves the ball to the 29.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
So a very makeable 3rd down for the offense from the 29. Can he get there on the ground? They stop him behind the line. That's going to set up 4th down and short. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
And the returner is brought down. Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. And they begin to click now. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 39. Play action here on first down. And they've got him on the blitz.
Well, how about the push up front by the big fellas here? And when you can get pressure like this, that's what separates good defenses from great defenses. And you think back of the Michigan teams, when they've been exceptional, they've had defensive line play just like that.
We'll see if the offense can overcome that sack. 2nd and long. The pre-snap motion from the offense. Pressure is coming. And as he released it, and the defense wraps him up. He's brought down. The freshman quarterback showing toughness, standing in to take the hit. 3rd down upcoming after that completion. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. And he's brought down, but not before he gets 1st down yardage. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Short pass finds the tight end. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. And notice how the balance of this passing game has been on display here. A whole bunch of guys getting involved catching passes. That's tough to stop. We're set now for the 4th quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Dropping back, it's Davis. And he finds the running back in the flat. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the 1st down.
Boy, great job here by the quarterback to find the running back out of the backfield. That'll earn his team a new set of downs.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Lets it go under heavy pressure, taking a shot. And it's incomplete in the very back of the end zone.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
Looking to throw again. Caught by the receiver. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Makes a quick catch. That gain moves the ball to the 17, 1st down.
This quarterback has been in rhythm the entire game, and Chris, with this pass, he's got now over 400 yards on the afternoon. What a day.
Looking to throw it from the red zone. Running back grabs it on the screen. The defense has got it. And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. He's past the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Wolverines. A huge defensive score.
How about that for this defense? I don't know about you. I might move this guy over to the offensive side. This guy picks up this fumble and shows you not only speed, but what to do with the football. Takes it all the way back for a touchdown.
And now the try for 2. Quarterback drops back. Pass is batted down at the line. What a great play by the defense. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. And the wideout goes in motion. Back to pass. It's Davis. He's running out of time here. Swarmed by the pass rush. A sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
After the first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 17. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Catch made on the right side. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Caught for the completion. The ball comes out. Looks like the defense has it for a takeaway.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
So hang on here. We've got a timeout as the coach wants the officials to take another look. He thinks he might have a shot at getting this overturned. Not the news the coach was hoping to hear. He took a chance calling a timeout to get the replay. We'll see if that proves to be crucial. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. Forced to punt last time, trying to add points, build the lead right here. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Second down after that run on the previous play. Tight end goes in motion. And looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Tackle made at the 21. This offense in great scoring position now.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
It's a strong run. Keeps the drive going. First down now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, and it's picked off. A crushing mistake. Could take it all the way. They bring him down, but that could be a game-changing pick and return.
Chris, the defense does exactly what they needed to get back into this game. It's a 2-possession game. With this interception and a quick score, they're right back in it.
And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They are really in a hole here, and that turnover in the last possession did not help. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. They tackle him at the 43, but that's enough for a first down.
Well, it's another positive play, but man, look at the clock and look at the score. You still need a couple touchdowns to be able to get yourself back into this game and have a chance to win it. So you got to keep moving here and keep taking those shots downfield.
Looking to throw. It's Davis. On the run, he'll let it go. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
I really feel that this quarterback is rattled. At this point, he's already been sacked a number of times. I think it's affecting his timing with his receivers.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. They make the tackle, but not before he reaches the 37. This Georgia offense is moving quickly down the field. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. The pocket breaking down. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
If I'm on this offensive line, man, I do not want to see the game film. This has been a tough game for the big boys. It appears almost like they've just been moonwalking the entire game, and they've been pushed all around. That's 6 sacks surrendered already in this game.
That sack sets up a second down and very long. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. They got him again. He's like a statue back there.
This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle the pressure of this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of, Chris, get this, 7 sacks in this game so far.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. The corner's now playing a couple yards off the ball. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. And they heave it deep downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. The Dogs hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Stopped after the catch at the 9, but it's 1st and goal now. The Dogs hoping to punch it in here. They have 1st and goal. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Scanning the field, it's Davis. Looking for 6. Touchdown, Georgia. Great catch when they desperately needed it. How in the world do you lose track of the reliable tight end on that play?
The only thing I can think about is the defense is so locked in on the wide receivers or maybe the running game that they just forgot about the tight end. The guy's wide open. That's an easy throw.
Oh, what a mistake. A 15-yard gift to the offense when you're trying to protect the lead here late in the game. The Michigan offense comes back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Grinding away on the ground.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. And the play is good enough for a 1st down. They'll move the ball to the 44. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Out of the shotgun, you'll hand it off. And the Sophomore able to bring him down quickly. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Second down after that run on the previous play. From the gun, he looks for an open man. And he dumps off to the tight end. Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. That one hurts. Backs him up 10 yards. Offense getting set. Second down play here. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Caught over the middle. It's Oliver. Now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
One of the biggest plays we've had so far. Third down and the crowd really getting into it. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And it's intercepted, a crushing play. He could go.
Well, I got to question the play call right here. Give the defense credit. They get the interception. They put themselves in a spot to maybe tie this game. But what was the offensive coordinator thinking with the lead, taking a chance, and it backfires?
Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. 1st and 10, not much time left. They need to find the end zone in this possession. Dropping back, it's Davis. Thrown to the end zone. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play, brings up second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
The incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 from the 22. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Finds an open target on the left side. Brought down at the 7. The incompletion moves him closer to the goal line.
Chris, that's another big pass play, another milestone for this quarterback. That's now 500 yards passing on the day for the man under center. This is going to be one he'll remember for a long time.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 11. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Second down and goal upcoming. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Boom. Running with purpose. Brought down after the catch, but at the 8-yard line, the offense threatening here.
It's a good job by this defense rallying the football to keep him out of the end zone. Now we've got 3rd and goal. You got to roll the dice as a defensive coordinator. Maybe bring the blitz. Anything you can do to offset the timing between this quarterback and his group of receivers.
Cannot get the throw. He's taken down. What a huge play at this stage of the game.
What was the quarterback thinking here? There's just absolutely no way you can take a sack in this situation. And now it's 4th down.
This could be the biggest play so far. 4th and goal. And this offense is down. Needs this. Looking to the end zone. And it's incomplete to end the drive. A turnover on downs here in the late stages of this game.
Chris, they had it. They had exactly what they wanted. I can't believe this would have been a touchdown, but he drops the ball on 4th down.
Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. Here's a carry for the fullback. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. Time winding down. This offense comes to the line trying to bleed out the clock. And now the handoff. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run, but look at this. put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. Dangerous play call here after that 5-yard penalty. The Wolverines will line up to punt it away. And that sets up a return. And the coverage team brings him down as the clock expires. That will wrap up this game. Well, Kirk, based on the rankings, this technically is an upset. We just watched two really good teams slug it out, and the team that came in lower ranked picks up the W.
Well, I can't believe you said slug it out. That's a first from you, but I agree. Two ranked teams going head-to-head. Really a fun game to watch. And now let's see how they respond after the results of this game. That could be very interesting to their season.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.